welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself, I am Lokita GS, studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering in 3rd SEM. I am from the Department of CSE AI, and today's subject which I am going to explain is Mathematics for CSE stream, and the subject code of the maths is BCS 5301. Today's topic is Basic Concepts of Probability. Probability of an event. The probability of an event is a number between 0 and 1 inclusively. A probability of 0 means the event is impossible, while the probability of 1 means the event is certain. The probability of an event is determined by dividing the number of favorable outcomes or by the total number of possible outcomes. It is an example to find the probability of spinning the wheel and getting the blue as an output. Sample space and events. The sample space is a set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment. An event is a subset of a sample space which consists of one or more outcomes. Events can be classified as simple or compound. Simple, where a single outcome, compound, are multiple outcomes. Sample spaces and events. A set of possible outcomes of an experiment is called as sample space. It is denoted by S. A particular outcome, that is, an element in S, is called a sample point. An experiment consists of simple processing of noting outcomes. The outcomes of an experiment may be a simple choice between two alternatives. It may be result of direct measurement or count, or it may be the answer obtained after exclusive measurements and calculation. Probability of an event. The probability of a number between 0 and 1 is exclusive. The probability of 0 means the event is impossible, while the probability of 1 means the event is certain. The probability of event is determined by dividing the number of favorable outcomes by a total number of possible outcomes. Complementary events. The complement of an event A is denoted as A dash, is the event that A does not occur. The sum of the probabilities of an event and its complement is always 1. Finding the probability of an event can be simplified by considering its complement. Union and intersection of events. The union of two events A and B, denoted as A union B, represents the event that at least one A or B has occurred. The intersection of two events A and B, denoted as A intersection B, represents the event that both A and B occurs. The probability of union or intersection of events can be calculated by using appropriate formulas. This is an example of A union B and A intersection B. Independent and dependent events. Independent events are the events that do not influence each other's outcome. The probability of the intersection of the independent event is the product of their individual probability. Dependent events are the events whose outcome depend on each other. The probability of dependent events can be calculated using conditional probabilities. Conditional probabilities. Conditional probability is the probability of an event given that another event has occurred. It is denoted as P of A bar B, where A is the event of intersection and B is the condition. Conditional probability can be calculated using the formula P of A bar B equals P of A intersection B divided by P of B. Addition and multiplication rules. The additional rules states that the probability of the union of two events A and B is given by A P of A union B equals P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. The multiplication rule states that the probability of intersection of two dependent events A and B is given by P of A intersection B equals P of A, P of B. Expected value. Expected value is a measure of an average outcome of a random experiment. It is calculated by multiplying each possible outcomes by its corresponding probability and summing them. The expected value is an useful tool in decision making and risk assessment. Summary of the probability. The probability is a fundamental concept in mathematics that deals with the likelihood of events. It involves the sample space, events, and their probability. The key concepts include complementary events, union and intersection of unions, independent and dependent events, conditional probability, and the rules of addition and multiplication. Thank you for watching the video.